So we have some big news about Resident Evil again. So Resident Evil has officially been announced coming to Universal Studios.
Well, what are you? Oh, this is a throwback. So back in the day, they used to have this covering. A new truss has appeared right here in the front of the park.
Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It's time for another Halloween Horror Nights 2026 updates. We have the announcement of what the stage show is gonna be. We got truss updates. We got light updates. We got Murdy updates. So on that note, it's time to talk about the Halloween Horror Nights shirt of the day, the Dead Coconut Club shirt, the original Little Boo patch hat where it said Halloween Horror Nights on the back. So we're not gonna show a commercial. I wanna show you kind of a walkthrough of the HHN 30 tribute store that Universal released so you guys can see just how good tribute stores are. So on that note, enjoy the little walkthrough. Okay, welcome back. Let's see what's going on inside the park.
Oh, we got even another new truss. So we saw that truss installed yesterday. Now there's another truss right there. A new truss has appeared right here in the front of the park. Here it is. Look at this beaut. A massive truss has popped up. and then the front of the park when you're walking in. And then nothing new with the truss that got installed yesterday in the front of the park. Nothing's popped up. No lights, no cords, no additions. All right, let's pop in the Brown Derby, see if there's any new discounted merchandise. We got the Invisible Man plushies that came out last year. They're in here now. They've gotten more Voodoo Donut merchandise in here. They do have some new figures, but also the Frankenstein Sipper has made it in here. They sell this in Dark Universe. We got even more Minion ornaments. This one popped up yesterday with a little Bob. Now it's a Merry Minion. What is this? I don't know what that is from. Maybe the Wizarding World? And it looks like we have a new Marvel Loungefly bag that has appeared. So you got a little logo for Iron Man, Hulk, and Cap. Now there's nothing new with the T-Truss. We just have the cord waiting to be plugged into something. We got some new sock candy socks. We got one of Dracula right there where he looks like one of the Biddy monsters. Scary cute. Then we got the Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster. They're in love right there. Then there's another one with just the bride on it. Nothing new with the horror makeup show overlay, but the lights are all on. So underneath the main sign, those light bulbs are on, and that light is on. Over by Mel's Drive-In, we got the truss right here. So they'll probably put lights at the top of it to light the whole little scare zone that's happening over here. Into the land of truss and lights we go. So we saw all of this plugged in yesterday. Did the whole cord update through the bushes and everything. What's going on over here? There used to be an awning that looked just like this, but right here. But it's been removed, so I'm guessing they're replacing it because you can see the outline of the awning and you can see the exact same light with how it's kind of set up right there. So there's a new awning coming. So we showed where all these lights are going, how they're all kind of connecting to the box. Now we know where the box power is coming from. You see on the side of the building, you're gonna have all the cords going down the side of the building through all the mulch. It's gonna go all the way down there. Then it's gonna come across underneath there, and then it's gonna connect with the box down there, which we already talked about that yesterday. Well, what are you? We've never seen you pop up on a tree. So we got like LED strips. There's 3 of them right here. So one is longer, goes all the way down. We'll find out where all those cords go and they connect. But you can see an LED strip going all the way up the tree. One goes all the way off on that branch, going all the way to right there. Then we have this one continuing up. It's all the way over there. This one going all the way up there, and then this one, super long, is going all the way up the branch that way. So these lights are gonna change different colors with the LEDs. All right, so we're looking right here, right? The cords are just chilling on the ground. They have not been connected yet. You can see it says front side bead 2. They just have not been plugged in yet. You can also see the cord that connects to the LED lights just waiting in the bushes. No cord has crossed the flower barrier. They're all being contained, waiting to be plugged in within the flower barrier. So once they cross over that line, then they'll be connected to something. So that is that tree. Then over here, they've added the same LED strips to this tree. So the same thing, all the cords are just waiting to be plugged in. They're just chilling inside the flowers. But let's see how high up these LED strips go. So there's 3 of them on this tree. We got an LED strip that goes up this way, another one that goes all the way up there, then another one that goes along the branch. All right, so we got that one. We got that one. Now we have another one. Bam. Right there. All right, so this tree is slightly different. There's 4 strips. So you have one LED strip that goes along this branch, goes all the way up there, so it's all gonna be changing colors and everything. Then we have another one that goes all the way up this way, and then another one, nice long one, that goes all the way up that way. Now, when you come over here, there's another one that goes all the way up that way. So this tree is getting 4 LED strips. But again, you can see the cords still waiting to be plugged in right over there. They're still bunched up. Now these cords on the building have been here for a long time, but this one, I don't remember this one coming off the roof and going down. Then the last LED light tree is this one right here next to number 7. So again, we have another LED strip going all the way up the tree, goes all the way up there. And we got another one starting right there, and that goes all the way up. Then the third one goes all the way up this side. Then we have a 4th one because it's a larger tree. Then the 4th one is here that goes all the way up the tree. So again, none of them have been plugged in. They're still, the cords are just chilling, hidden inside the flowers. So I saw the live action Moana last night. Oh my God, it was rough. When it comes to the Disney live action movies, you gotta switch it up a little bit. You gotta make it feel different. Like I like the live action Lilo and Stitch where it felt familiar, but then subtly different. Moana live action is a dull, soulless, shot for shot remake that adds nothing to say, nothing to entertain, but The Rock looks so bizarre because he's wearing like this rubber muscle suit, so he never breathes. The way his muscles kind of contract, it looks so bizarre. It feels like an SNL skit. It looks like, you know when SpongeBob's on the beach where he like blows up his arms and he just doesn't look right? That's how The Rock looks the entire Moana film. So, I love the original animated Moana film. Just watch that. This is a literally shot-for-shot, boring, dull, soulless remake. And I hope it flops at the box office. I'm gonna do a 5.5 out of 10. Then nothing going on with this truss. No wires, nothing being run from it yet. I have not seen Tony in a couple weeks. I hope he's okay. All right, let's go see what's going on with the sprung tent. Kind of a strange update. The truss has been moved. Truss there, they've been moved now. Let's look to see how they looked the other day. But it looks like they're moving some stuff around. And then kind of nothing going on over here. Okay, so let's talk about the nighttime show. A lot of people are upset about the announcement. So it's gonna be Nightmare Fuel, Blood Noir. Embark on a dark musical journey and resist temptation as death-defying stunts lure you deeper into a vampire-ridden metropolis. Tickets on sale now. Ramon tweeted out this show is gonna blow your minds. The team involved knocked it out of the park. Hashtag HHN 35. Let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts about Nightmare Fuel returning again? Oh, we got new lights on truss. 3 lights on that side, 2 lights on that side. Let's see where the cord goes. See, pop out of there and go down there through the bushes. How far is it going? Let's go find out. It looks like it's going along the building. Let's see where it ends up. The cord is still going along the building. Where's this thing going? Still going along the building. It's along the entire bathroom. It's still going. It loops over here. Oh, it probably goes in. Yeah, remember we saw the cord for the food booth that went into the building over there? That's probably where it's going, because it's continuing that way. It looks like it's continuing along the building and then going into right there. All right, what's going on with this truss? So we got 3 lights pointed this way, probably where a food booth is gonna be. Then we have 3 lights pointed over there, but there's no cord running from the truss yet to power everything up. But there is another truss with some more lights right over there. All right, so over here, we're gonna have 4 lights attached to it. It's just kind of shining on the bathroom area. I don't see any cords running from the truss to go anywhere. Over by King's Cross, we have another truss and light and cord update. So you got 3 lights right here. They're gonna be shining on the walkway. Then we have this one in the center, just kind of shining on the area in front of King's Cross. Now there's 3 more over right here, shining down directly right here. Years in the past, we've kind of had a little meet and greet pop up right here. So they're kind of angled right where a meet and greet would be. So I wonder if we're gonna have a returning meet and greet right here. Probably some Blumhouse property. Let's see what's going on with Club Gourd. Not too much of a change. The cords are still just chilling right there. Water! Water!
Okay, hang in there, man. We'll make it up. You're gonna make it, buddy. Don't let HHN get you.
What's in this one? What are you putting in this?
All right, so first we're gonna start off, sorry. All right, welcome back to the bar. Today we're gonna start off with our famous crushed ice. We're gonna top it off with some triple filtered Coke water. Oh, that ain't water, ooh.
Okay.
A little blood in there? Oh no, what's going on here? Let's try that again. HHN ain't started yet. One more time. I don't know what happened there. Okay, we're good, everybody, we're good. Curse hasn't started, HHN is another month away.
Why, thank you for the finest Orlando water around.
All right, what score are you gonna give that water?
Honestly, the score for the water is about a 3 out of 10.
Oh man.
It's Florida water. There's always so much you can do, even though it's triple filtered.
What if I bring out the shark?
Okay, you know what? You bring out the shark.
Oh yeah, I'll get this. Here we go. I'll filter it. No.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
It's a must.
We're heading into New York. Let's see if anything has changed. In the meantime, you know we got to go over some Murdy tweets. There's John Murdy right there. John. So Five Fire said John Murdy is cooking on the Tram, so we can see the facade that they're changing to not look like the Blumhouse facade. Off to the left, like there might be a little chimney, they're building a massive wall. Again, we can see how they've changed it to not look like the Blumhouse facade. And this one still kind of looks like the Blumhouse facade, but they've added a little chimney to the left. Almost looks like a barn. So John had this to say about that. I really think the house-shaped facade might be a barn. It might be a possibility aliens taking over the Tram. John says there's one barn. So we can see the facade that looks like a barn. This is rumored to be an IP, so no aliens. So someone said, is he cooking or reheating Blumhouse? John says, I'm cooking, confirming that Blumhouse is not coming to the Tram. So John tweeted out, Pinhead is ready for his close-up, watching the team remotely film all the elements we need for HHN 2026 at Universal Studios Hollywood. So they're probably filming stuff for probably the stuff we'll see in the queue or on the Tram or in the houses. It's all like the video material. Is the house focused on a particular film, or does the trilogy get equal torture time? John says, no, it's the trilogy. They get represented. So each one of the Hellraiser films will be represented properly within the house. Right next to Auntie Anne's, we have the truss right here. It's all wrapped up in scrim, so it's covering it up. Oh, this is a throwback. So back in the day, they used to have this covering, and the lockers used to be outside here. Now the lockers are in there. This tent appeared last night. Look at this. The Museum of Antiquities, they're setting up an extended queue because it's heavily rumored that the tribute store returns to the Mummy extended queue, so this is their version of the extended queue. I guess the teams can start working now on the tribute tribute store, because now this is going to be the extended queue. There's also like evacuation exit sign lights right there, and then a light over there to illuminate during the nighttime. And then another one over there to illuminate during the nighttime. So there's the tent. It's new. I hope they theme it. I hope they theme it to the scare zone or something. That'd be a massive eyesore if they just keep it looking bland and boring. Hopefully they theme it. Not seeing anything new with the stage. All right, let's see what's going on with the fast coaster. Nothing really drastic. We do have a new pile of dirt right there. But nothing new with the track. Nothing new with the building. It's not been enclosed yet. But the teams are there working. They're constantly here working on everything so they can hit that 2027 time frame. And there goes Bio in the sky. There he goes. All right, so the truss over here next to the bar, this has appeared. So again, they'll probably put some lights up there. Just tall truss everywhere. And then all the truss that was here for the 4th of July has been removed. So eventually we'll get the queue set up for the houses. We still have the exit truss over there because I'm guessing we're going to enter in over there like how we did last year, and then we will exit over here. I'm interested to see what happens with all the fast construction, how that's going to affect kind of the layout of the land to get back to the houses. And then nothing new with all the lights. They've taken down the Minions advertisements. Now it's all about the Odyssey. It's gonna be here, shot entirely with IMAX film cameras.
Okay guys, we're back in the office. So we have some big news about Resident Evil again. So Resident Evil has officially been announced coming to Universal Studios Japan. It's gonna be based off the new game.
Universal Studios Japan has shared a new teaser image for its upcoming collaboration with Capcom's Resident Evil Requiem. Further details about the attraction will be revealed at a later date. It is currently unknown whether the project will be connected to Universal Horror Unleashed or introduced as a completely new experience. So Resident Evil is officially coming to HHN Japan.
Now, let's talk about Resident Evil for the States. As we know, Resident Evil is coming to Horror Unleashed. Well, it's already here right now. But there's been a Universal blog post that kind of talks about more in depth about what's actually happening within there. So the blog post says Resident Evil Takeover coming to Universal Horror Unleashed this summer. The Resident Evil Takeover is a one-of-a-kind experience that will transform Universal Horror Unleashed into a living nightmare, complete with iconic sets and characters from the games, interactive puzzles, and themed food and beverage. Access to the Resident Evil Takeover is included with your ticket to Universal Horror Unleashed, which you can purchase in advance here. The event runs from July 9th through August 30th, 2026. All 4 haunted houses at Universal Horror Unleashed will operate as normal during the Resident Evil Takeover. You should allow at least 3 hours to experience everything. Then they interviewed a bunch of the team working there. We're setting the expectations from the get-go, which is fantastic, says Dell. We want to provide fans with that experience that puts them within Raccoon City, within the RPD, amidst bloodthirsty zombies, and throughout combat zones with your favorite hero characters, and some of the antagonists as well. Once inside the safe zone of Raccoon City Police Department, you'll receive an assignment of RPD officer, stars, and BSAA. From there, your interactive mission will begin. And in true Resident Evil fashion, it's going to involve solving some puzzles. That means you'll be piecing together clues through trying to crack locks and codes and hunting down vital intel for your mission. Pro tip, if you're a fan of the franchise, you'll want to keep your eyes peeled for Easter eggs from the games that you can uncover during your mission. Then again, I'm pretty sure I could find a Mr. Raccoon statue with my eyes closed. As you make your way through the chaos of Raccoon City, you'll encounter some major players from the Resident Evil franchise, including Jill, Leon, and Ada, as they battle the surrounding zombie hordes. Once the dust settles, you'll get to interact with your favorite characters and even snap some photos with them. Just be sure to be on the lookout for a Chainsaw Man or Nemesis. This is also where repeatability comes into play. Each time you enter Raccoon City, you can choose to be assigned to a new faction for a different mission experience. You'll also encounter different heroes in the combat zone each time. You might spot someone one time, and as you come back again, you're seeing action from Claire, Jill, whoever. Dell explains, it just feels like it is the game. You're able to see these people within the world that they live, but face to face. The Resident Evil Takeover was designed with a linear story, but once your mission ends, you're free to explore the experience at your own pace. Regardless of your tactic, you'll eventually find yourself in the Umbrella Underground Laboratory. Here, beneath cold lights and humming lab equipment, you can unwind with themed food items and cocktails inspired by the T-Virus and its many mutations, including the Jill Sandwich, the Sewer Special, the brain freeze, or the umbrella. The gamification of the Resident Evil takeover extends into the exclusive menu and retail offerings too. Keep your eyes and ears peeled throughout your time in Raccoon City. You just might figure out a secret code to share with a bartender to unlock a secret drink menu. We have an amazing team here, and they're all very excited about getting involved, shares Kevin. Maybe there's a code that gets you a discount in the retail shop, little things like that. We want to really embrace that everyone in the building is part of this experience. It was an international collaboration. The collaboration between Universal Horror Unleashed and Resident Evil isn't just a thrilling mashup of two iconic horror brands, it's also the culmination of years of partnership. Resident Evil has previously appeared as part of Halloween Horror Nights Universal Studios Florida, and it's a staple of the annual event at Universal Studios Japan. It's been a really nice collaboration with the Universal Studios Japan team, Kevin explains. We're getting costumes from there, which is amazing. They've been so helpful with getting us the things we need to really support this project. We're even working with Universal Studios Hollywood to provide some of the scenic elements from previous haunted houses that can work within our space as well, says Del. It's really great to tap into those resources because we are one big family. Exclusive limited time experiences stateside and intercontinental collaboration, and an opportunity to step into one of the most iconic horror gaming franchises of all time. What more could you ask for? The answer is a ticket. Obviously, you can click here and get your ticket. The biggest thing is this is an experience that needs to be seen, says Del. You're going to see the best of Universal Horror Unleashed, and you're also going to see the best of Resident Evil. If you've been waiting to go to Universal Horror Unleashed, now's the time. Everything they said in this blog post, again, really hypes me up for this experience. The gamification, the secret unlocks, how it feels like the game, how you have to unlock stuff, and there's replayability to it. So I have high hopes for this experience at Horror Unleashed. Again, there's a ton of more HHN coverage upcoming. The season is like building. We're getting the different trusses and the lights and the cords. Then we're gonna get set pieces. On that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
We love the family!
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Universal Studios and Halloween Horror Nights around the country. Love you all. I'll see y'all very soon.
I've not seen Tony.
We're gonna top it off with some triple filtered. Oh, that ain't water. Ooh.